violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, cyberspace? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
We are following a heartbreaking story out of Lithonia. Police are working the death of a child. His body found late yesterday afternoon near a local park. The family has identified him as 12-year-old Jemerin Crosby, an 8th grader at Lithonia Middle School.
12 years old. And I think they ended up saying he was 13, but either way, this is what is being condoned in the Communitah. You got 12, 13-year-old middle school boys being murdered, and no outrage, no type of backlash, no nothing. It's just mum's the word, you know, business as usual. But I did cover this story initially when, you know, I covered it last week, where basically the body was discovered behind the house, and the sister and her daughter or son found the body. Young boy. There's a lot of things that are going on in the Communitah that are not being talked about. I wanted to shed some light on it. They're going to keep getting in my comment section saying that I hate myself. But, you know, I really cannot accept that, because you have people dying, middle school age boys dying, girls even. And there's only deflection coming from the Communitah. Deflection. It's not empathy or care or reaching out to the families or even hitting the GoFundMes. It's straight up deflection.
They say he'd been missing since Saturday. The family tells us they believe that somebody killed the young boy. 11 Live's Cody Alcorn spoke with them, as well as the woman who made the terrible discovery.
He was just laying there. When we walked through, I seen it, and I said, oh gosh, Lele, it's a body. I told my daughter it's a body. I said, look at there. He's holding on a branch.
Virginia Montgomery had stumbled upon the body of 12-year-old Jemerin Crosby.
And I went to this neighbor house over here and told them, please call 911.
Within minutes, crime scene tape went up, and this typically quiet neighborhood was filled with police, crime scene investigators, and Crosby's family.
I was the first person on the scene, and they say he was back there holding on to the...
Damn, is this like a neighborhood of crackheads? Like everybody got 3 teeth and their hair is hanging on by a thread.
Tree, like as if he was trying to make it.
Sonny Brocken soon learned her grandson's body was behind the yellow tape.
He wasn't no bad child. He wasn't disrespectful. He just was a teenage.
Doing typical teenager stuff. Crosby had a football game on Saturday.
But you know, this is what you guys got to understand. We are living in an op culture, so all these teens in the Communitah, they got ops. They got people who want to see them dead. They're beefing with other people their age and maybe even older, going back and forth on social media. So this is a big thing, and this is what's not talked about. You know, they highlight the stories of the rappers getting killed and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, y'all can do that. That's fine. But these are the real people that go unnoticed every single day in the Communitah.
Then out with a group of guys his grandma said he recently met.
They stated that they left out on Saturday, but he never returned. So on Sunday, we went looking because he's not a runaway child. He don't have a reason to run away.
Or did he? Was Crosby running from someone after him? A disturbing phone call to the family may be a key piece of evidence DeKalb police used to solving this case.
Somebody knows something because they know the call and stated that he was dead. They didn't say shot, they said dead.
Right now, DeKalb police are only calling this a death investigation, not a homicide. We are still working to find out how Jemerin died.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
Only on 11 Alive. We have some new details in the homicide of a 13-year-old boy in Metro Atlanta. Jemerin Crosby's body was found Monday afternoon. This was near a park in Lithonia. 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn has spoke with Crosby's mom tonight. And Cody, what did she tell you about how her son was killed?
Ron, Chanel Crosby told me her son was shot. She believes he was set up, jumped, shot, and then left for dead.
Wow. And this is how we doing each other in the Communitah. They jumped this boy, shot him, and left him for dead. These super teen gremlins are on demon time.
We are going to get him.
A mom determined to find whoever killed her baby.
I'm pretty sure he fought back as hard as he could, but I believe he was outnumbered.
13-year-old Jemerin Crosby's body was found behind a townhome on Parkway Trail at the edge of Lithonia Park on Monday afternoon.
We know that it's someone close.
Chanel Crosby believes whoever did this had some remorse because of how they left the scene, not to jeopardize.
Really? I mean, how do they know that? I'm under the assumption that these super gremlins have no remorse at all.
The case, I won't give specific details, but Chanel says her son's killer or killers didn't run off right away.
It was senseless. So if you're watching me, I know that you're thinking about Jemerin. It was no reason why they had to take his life.
Oh.
So is it Jemerin or Jemerin? She said Jemerin, so that's what we going with.
Life taken too soon. Since the homicide, family and friends held a vigil for Crosby, remembering a kid who had...
Pooh Shiesty mask, Pooh Shiesty mask, Pooh Shiesty mask. Why? You got the family holding up gang signs. It's just not a good look, man. You know, and I know they're in mourning and whatnot, but it's just different, bruh. It's like we're not even gonna learn the lessons. Even if you have somebody that close to you being killed, you got all the boys in here. All the boys in the picture are gangsters or wannabe gangsters or rocking a Pooh Shiesty mask, sagging their pants, or throwing up a gang sign. It's ridiculous.
Had his whole life ahead of him.
His birthday coming up. He said he was going to get a job or work permit.
Crosby will never see his 14th birthday. A reminder not to take life for granted.
Last year, I didn't expect for us to be spending our last birthday together. I had smushed a cupcake in his face. Yeah, but everything going to be okay. I know Jemerin here in spirit. He got a lot of people behind him.
It's crazy how just so accepting of this type of stuff we are in the Communitah. But if he was killed by an officer, they'd be wanting blood and $50 million.
Reminder, you just never know. I am told by Chanel they are planning to have his services on October 1st. That is still being set into motion because they're having a hard time paying for the funeral. There's a GoFundMe set up.
Y'all hit that GoFundMe. If you care about the black community, hit that GoFundMe. Prove that Black Lives Matter. Let me not go check up on that damn GoFundMe and it got less than $500 in it.
To help with those expenses.
All right, Cody, thanks a lot for the update. By the way, you just mentioned that online fundraiser for Jemerin's funeral and burial is around $2,200. We have a link to it on 11alive.com.
Tonight, police are searching for answers in the death of a 13-year-old boy in Lithonia. Jemerin Crosby's mother told our Caitlin Ross that she is working closely with police to find the people who were with her son just before his death. Caitlin joins us now live from the DeKalb County Police Headquarters. Caitlin, what can you tell us here?
Jennifer, police told us this is an active investigation and they're pursuing every lead possible, but they haven't yet released how Jemerin died or even identified him publicly yet. But his family has, and his mom told me she wants everyone to know who her son was. In 5th grade, Chanel Crosby says her son, Jemerin, invited her to his school dance.
Lord have mercy. It was a son-husband situation, unfortunately. So many questions. Where is the father? The cycle continues. On and on and on and on.
Never wore a prom dress until I went with him. Chanel Crosby says she didn't finish school, so she never went to a dance and didn't walk at graduation. She wanted it to be different for her son.
Yeah, I went to everything, his dances, anything. I donated to the school, went to speak to the kids at the school.
She says Jemerin was making straight A's at the DeKalb Alternative School and had just joined the football team.
I wanted him to know how important education was. And education was everything.
Jemerin's family told police he was last seen around 2 a.m. Saturday morning when he left home with some new friends.
Was always outgoing, courageous, talented.
Jemerin's body was found Monday afternoon outside an apartment complex just minutes from his home in Lithonia. His mom wants to know what happened to her little boy.
Yeah, he's senseless. He was only 13. He don't know, too much of what he getting himself into.
She says people who loved her son have been telling her all day how sorry they are that he's gone. His 3rd and 1st grade teachers called to tell her what they remembered about him.
Me and them teachers, a lot of teachers, it was hard work with Jemerin, but I was gonna always push him to make sure he got better out of the world.
Chanel was on the phone with detectives when I was with her earlier this morning. She says she's confident police are going to find out what happened to her son. Reporting live in DeKalb County, Caitlin Ross, 11 Alive News.
This is a call that no parent ever wants to receive. A young boy found dead, his body left abandoned in a Metro Atlanta park.
Yeah, the heartbreaking discovery has families holding their children extra close tonight. The DeKalb County Police say they were called out to a wooded area near Lithonia Park this afternoon, and that's where they found the boy's body. Family members say he'd been missing for almost 2 days. CBS 46's Chelsea Bynford is live at DeKalb County Police Headquarters tonight. And Chelsea, you spoke with the child's grandmother.
Rob, yes, we did. And she said after searching for him for almost 2 days, she got a call this afternoon from DeKalb police saying they had found a body. Unfortunately, it belonged to her grandson, but she says now she just wants to know what happened.
I was the first person on the scene, and they say he was back there holding on to the tree like as if he was trying to make it.
Sandy Broughton is talking about her grandson, Jemerin Crosby. Police found his body in this wooded area Monday afternoon off Parkway Trail in Lithonia.
And what typically would happen after this is the perpetrator, the other super teen Gremlin who took this young boy's life, will go to the studio and make a song, and then all of the rap leaders, okay, the rap originators, the hip hop originators, will come to that artist's defense if the song goes viral, and they will say that his lyrics should not be used in court. And this is why I'm not mad when there's a big controversy in the music industry, specifically the hip hop industry, where DJ Academic called the hip hop pioneers dusty. And I'm not mad that he did that, because they don't speak up about the culture that has been bred from the music. Okay. So this is what you guys got to understand. The super gremlin that did this, the super teen gremlin, he has no remorse. Okay. And he's probably smoking a pack dedicated to little Jemerin right about now.
He lived in Lithonia. They recently moved to Lithonia. They actually from Atlanta. And once he got out here, he started hanging with a little group of guys.
Broughton says Saturday was the last time she saw her grandson alive. On Sunday, family members started looking for him across DeKalb County. And on Monday, Broughton got a call from police.
This afternoon, we get a call. A young lady was coming from school, walking through the pathway, and she seen him laying down, holding on to the tree with flies in his face, dead.
DeKalb police have not released many details on the young boy's death, including how long his body may have been in the woods. But Crosby's grandmother says he had gotten mixed in with the wrong crowd.
Oh, bruh. There go the TikTok. He's like the TikTok cop. He's like real popping on TikTok and stuff like that. He cool as hell. He actually followed me on my TikTok and stuff. He cool as hell. But hey, man, it's good to see that he's working these crimes. What's his name, man? Let me give him a shout out. You know, I don't know if I want to freaking dox him or anything like that, but he's definitely like on the scene. But he's on TikTok. He makes videos and whatnot. And he seemed like a really cool dude. So shout out to him out here doing his damn job in these streets. Shout out to these brave officers who actually care about the Communitah and the people who are taken out in the Communitah. So, you know, it's a thankless job. It's a tough job. And it's crazy what's going on out here. Like, imagine responding to a call where you're looking at a 13-year-old boy's body and you know for a fact he was taken out by a super teen gremlin on demon time.
Somebody knows something.
Now, we are working to get more answers about what happened to this young boy, but so far police have not said how he died or if there are any suspects or persons of interest in this case. Reporting live in DeKalb tonight, Chelsea Bynfor, CBS 46 News.
Tonight, in the death of a folks, we have brand new details tonight in the death of a 13-year-old boy found dead near a park in Lithonia. We now have a picture of the person of interest. Just take a look at your screen briefly here. DeKalb County Police are not yet releasing his name. However, this is the person they said that they're searching for in connection to the death of.
So there you have it. This is the super gremlin that murdered Jemerin. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. Okay? I'm not picking on anybody. I'm not somehow singling anybody out. This is what just happens in the Communitah. This is normal in the Communitah, and it definitely shouldn't be. Okay, definitely shouldn't be. But good thing they got a picture of him. He got his fist balled up in this picture, so you know he's up to something. Sagging his pants, you can see his boxers hanging out from the side. So it's not a good look.
13-year-old Jemerin Crosby, and tonight marks just 1 week since someone found the boy's body behind a townhome. This is near Lithonia Park. His family is telling 11 Alive that he was last seen leaving his home with some, quote, new friends. Crosby's mom says that she's now working closely with the police to find the people with her son the night of his death, and you can help out if you have any information on this person in that photograph, that person of interest. Call DeKalb County Police immediately.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So we need
what it is.